20 plants that grow all year round. Having a garden or vegetable garden at home is a delight. You can pick fresh spices, see beautiful flowers, and even save money. But many people give up because they think plants only grow at certain times of the year. The good news is that there are several plants that stay green, bear flowers or fruit in all seasons, even in cold or hot weather. In this text, we will learn about 20 of them, which are easy to care for and don't require much work. Why choose plants that grow all year round? Imagine you have a basil plant in your kitchen. If it only grew in the summer, you would have to buy dried basil at the market the rest of the year. But if the plant lasts all year, you'll always have fresh leaves to put on pizza or sauce. It's like that with many other plants. They don't stop growing, even when the weather changes. Another advantage is that many of these plants are resistant. They can withstand some strong sun, rain, wind, and even that cold feeling that appears from time to time. This means less work for you, because you won't need to change pots or protect the plant all the time. How do you know if a plant is year-round? Some plants are called evergreen, which means they live for many years and do not die after bearing flowers or fruit. Others are evergreen, that is, they do not lose their leaves in autumn, as happens with some trees. And there are those that, even though they are not perennial, grow quickly and produce crops several times in a row. The secret to keeping these plants healthy all year round is to give them what they need: adequate water, sunlight, or shade, depending on the plant, and soil that is not soggy. Nothing too complicated, just basic attention. Let's get to know the 20 plants. 1. Rosemary. Anyone who likes roast meat or fried potatoes already knows rosemary. It is a spice that grows in the form of a bush and looks beautiful in the garden. It likes the sun and doesn't need a lot of water. If you forget to water it, it can handle it. It bears purple or white flowers and attracts bees, which is good for the garden. 2. Basil. Basil is famous in Italian cuisine. He likes the sun, but cannot tolerate intense cold. If you live in a very cold place, you can plant it in a pot and take it indoors in winter. It grows quickly and, if you cut the leaves carefully, it will sprout again. 3. Mint. Mint is strong and even grows. If you plant it in the garden, it can take over everything. Therefore, it is best to plant it in a pot. It likes the sun, but also grows in the shade. It's great for teas, juices, and even for keeping mosquitoes away. 4. Parsley. Parsley is a seasoning that cannot be missing in the kitchen. It grows slowly, but lasts all year. It likes sun, but can also tolerate shade. If you cut the outer leaves, the inner ones will grow. It is easy to plant even in a small pot. 5. Chives. Chives are similar to parsley, but have a milder taste. It grows in clumps, and if you cut the leaves, they grow back. It likes the sun, but also lives well in the shade. It's perfect for adding to omelets, soups, and salads. 6. Thyme. Thyme is a seasoning that goes well with meat, fish, and vegetables. It forms a small bush and likes sun. It doesn't need a lot of water and looks beautiful in the garden. The flowers are small and attract butterflies. 7. Oregano. Oregano is that pizza seasoning. It grows like a shrub and likes full sun. If you cut the branches, it sprouts again. It also produces small, pretty flowers. It is a plant that resists heat well. 8. Lavender. Lavender is known for its pleasant smell and purple flowers. It likes sun and dry soil, so it doesn't need a lot of water. It's great for making sachets and keeping insects away. It also attracts bees and butterflies. 9. Lemongrass. Lemongrass is used in teas and has a strong smell that repels mosquitoes. It grows in tall clumps and likes sun. If you cut the leaves, they grow back. It is a plant that does not require work. 10. Kale. Kale is a vegetable that grows year-round in many places. She likes the sun, but can handle a little cold. You can harvest the leaves little by little, and the plant will continue to grow. It is rich in vitamins and great for juices and salads. 11. Spinach. Spinach is another vegetable that grows quickly. It likes a mild climate, but if you plant it in a shady place, it can handle the heat. The leaves are soft and can be used in salads, stews, and juices. 12. Lettuce. Lettuce is easy to plant and grows quickly. It likes cool weather, but if you give it shade in the summer, it can handle it. There are several types: curly, smooth, purple. All are good for salads. 13. Arugula. Arugula has a strong flavor and is great for salads. It grows quickly and likes the sun, but also lives in the shade. If you cut the leaves, they grow back. It is a plant that does not require work. 14. Aloe vera. Aloe vera. Aloe vera is a plant that everyone knows. It has thick leaves filled with gel, which is good for burns and the skin. It likes the sun and doesn't need a lot of water. It is a plant that requires almost no work. 15. Cacti. Cacti are plants that can last a long time without water. They like sun and are perfect for those who travel a lot or forget to water. There are several types. Some produce beautiful flowers. 16. Succulents. Succulents are similar to cacti, but they have thicker leaves. They like sun and don't need a lot of water. They are easy to care for and look beautiful in small pots. 17. Jasmine. Jasmine is a plant that produces white, fragrant flowers. It can be planted in the ground or in pots. It likes the sun, but also lives in the shade. The flowers appear year-round in warm places. 18. Bougainville. Bougainville is a vine that produces colorful flowers, pink, purple, orange. She likes the sun and doesn't need a lot of water. It's great for covering walls or fences. 19. Hibiscus. Hibiscus is a shrub that produces large, beautiful flowers. He likes sun and regular water. The flowers can be used in teas and are rich in vitamin C20. Peppers are easy to plant and grow year-round in warm places. They like the right amount of sun and water. There are several types: chili, ladyfinger, jalapeno. They all bear fruit multiple times. Tips for caring for plants all year round. Water. Do not soak the plants. Each one needs a different amount. For example, rosemary likes dry soil, but lettuce needs water every day. Light. Some plants like strong sun, such as rosemary and lavender. Others prefer shade, like mint and parsley. Notice where the plant looks best. Soil. Use good soil that is not waterlogged. If the water doesn't drain, the roots rot. You can mix sand or pebbles into the soil to help. Fertilizer. From time to time, add organic fertilizer, such as crushed eggshells or coffee grounds. This helps the plants grow strong. Pruning. Cut the leaves and dry branches so the plant grows better. Some plants, like basil, regrow if you cut the leaves carefully. Final summary: having plants that grow all year round is wonderful. You will always have fresh spices, beautiful flowers, and even vegetables for the salad. The 20 plants we've listed here are easy to care for and don't require much work. Just give it the right amount of water, a little sun or shade, and soil that doesn't get wet. If you are a beginner, start with more resistant plants, such as aloe, rosemary, or mint. They are hard to kill. Then, try others. The important thing is to observe your plants and learn from them. Each one has its own way, and over time you will know exactly what each one needs. Planting is a relaxing and rewarding activity. In addition to making your house more beautiful, you also reap the fruits of your labor. So, choose a plant or two from the list and get started today. And you don't need to have a huge backyard or a perfect garden to grow these plants. Many of them grow well in pots, planters, or even in small spaces indoors, such as the kitchen or balcony. For example, basil and parsley do very well in pots near the window, where they get sun in the morning. The sword of São Jorge and the Zamioculca are great for environments with low light, such as rooms or corridors. Another advantage of these plants is that many of them help purify the air. Fern, for example, removes common toxins in homes, such as formaldehyde, which can come from furniture and cleaning products. The peace lily also does this and still produces beautiful flowers, even in shady places. If you live in an apartment, these plants are a great help in making the environment healthier and more pleasant. If you like to cook, having fresh seasonings on hand makes all the difference. Imagine freshly harvesting basil to make a tomato sauce, or using fresh mint in juice or tea. Rosemary, in addition to giving meat an incredible flavor, also leaves a delicious smell in the air. And the best part, you don't need to buy these seasonings at the market, saving money and avoiding waste. For those who have children or animals at home, it is good to pay attention to some plants. Some, such as aloe vera and St. George's sword, can be toxic if ingested in large quantities. But you don't need to worry too much. Just place them in high places or teach children not to touch them. Plants like mint and parsley are safe and can even be used in fun recipes with little ones. Another important tip is not to be discouraged if a plant doesn't grow at first. Sometimes, it's just a matter of adjusting the amount of water, changing the location, or changing the vase. For example, if your succulent's leaves are yellowing, it could be a sign of overwatering. If the plant is wilted and has dry leaves, it may need more humidity. Over time, You'll get the hang of it and understand what each person needs. And don't think that planting is just for those who have free time. Even with a busy routine, you can take care of some plants. Just include it in your routine. Water in the morning or evening. Take some time on the weekend to prune dry leaves and check that everything is okay. If you travel, ask someone to water it or use simple tricks, such as leaving a bottle of water upside down in the vase to gradually release the moisture. Finally, planting is a way of connecting with nature, even if you live in a city. Seeing a seed sprout or a new leaf emerge is a unique feeling. And it doesn't have to be perfect. The important thing is to enjoy the process and be proud of what you are cultivating. Start with 1 or 2 plants, see how you feel, and gradually increase them. In no time, your home will be full of life, color, and even delicious flavors. Here are some more tips and examples of plants that grow all year round so you can choose the ones that best suit your space and lifestyle. If you live in an apartment and have little sun, you can opt for plants that adapt well to shade or semi-shade. The peace lily, for example, is a great choice. It looks beautiful with its bright green leaves and white flowers, and helps purify the air. Another option is Zamioculca, which hardly needs water and survives even in the darkest corners of the house. It has thick, shiny leaves, which add a modern touch to the room. Those who have a balcony or yard with direct sun can invest in more resistant plants, such as sage or rosemary. Both are easy to care for, grow quickly, and can even be used in the kitchen. Rosemary, for example, gives off a delicious smell and looks beautiful in vases or flower beds. Just water when the soil is dry and prune occasionally to encourage growth. Sage is also versatile. Its leaves can be used in teas or to season meats, and it blooms with beautiful purple or blue flowers. For those who like flowers, the violet is a plant that blooms all year round if it receives basic care. It likes indirect light and moist but not soggy soil. Another option is begonia, which has colorful flowers and beautiful leaves. Both are small and even fit in small vases on the kitchen or bathroom window. If you want something practical and fruitful, try planting peppers in pots. There are small varieties, such as the biqueño pepper or the finger pepper, which adapt well to small spaces and produce all year round. They like the right amount of sun and water, not too much, not too little. In addition to decorating your home, you can also use peppers to add a special touch to your recipes. For those who have children or animals at home, it is important to choose non-toxic plants. Peanut grass, for example, is a creeping plant that looks beautiful in gardens and doesn't hurt if it's touched or even bitten by pets. Another safe option is kalanchoe, a succulent that blooms in different colors and is super resistant. The coolest thing about growing plants is that each one has its own personality. Some grow slowly, like the happiness tree, which can take years to grow big, but brings a special charm to the home. Others, like basil, grow quickly and need to be pruned frequently to avoid getting too big. The important thing is to observe what each plant needs and learn little by little. If you are a beginner, start with easier plants, such as St. George's sword or boa constrictor. Both are almost indestructible and can withstand even a little carelessness. The St. George's sword, for example, survives with little water and light, and also helps to purify the air. The boa constrictor is a climbing plant that can be grown in pots or hung, giving a green and cozy look to the environment. Don't worry if a plant doesn't grow at first. Even the most experienced gardeners lose some seedlings along the way. The secret is not to give up and keep experimenting until you find the species that best adapt to your space and routine. Over time, you'll get the hang of it and even have fun with the challenges. And remember, you don't need to have a huge garden to enjoy the benefits of plants. A small vase on the work table, a little vegetable garden on the balcony, or even a plant hanging from the ceiling can make a difference. They bring life to the house, improve mood, and can also be a great excuse to slow down and pay attention to the little things in everyday life. So, how about choosing your first plant and starting today? Now that you know that you don't need a lot of space to grow plants, let's look at some options that grow all year round, even in places with varying climates. These plants are resistant, easy to care for, and perfect for those who are just starting out or don't have a lot of time to dedicate. Let's go! One of the most popular is the boa constrictor. It grows well indoors, even in low light, and its heart-shaped leaves add a special charm to the home. The boa likes water, but it doesn't have to be every day. Watering once or twice a week is enough. If you forget to wet it, it will last a while without any problems. Another plant that doesn't require work is the St. George's sword. She is almost indestructible. It survives with little light, little water, and even in small pots. Furthermore, It is great for purifying the air, removing toxins such as formaldehyde, which can be present in furniture and cleaning products. It's a great choice for anyone who wants a beautiful and functional plant. If you like flowers, vinca, or good night, is an excellent option. It blooms all year round, even in hot climates, and its purple, white or pink flowers make any corner happier. Vinca likes the sun, so it is ideal for balconies or gardens. Water when the soil is dry, but without overdoing it, as it doesn't like waterlogging. For those who want something edible, mint is one of the easiest herbs to grow. It grows quickly, even in small pots, and can be used in teas, juices, salads, and even desserts. Mint likes the sun, but it also adapts to semi-shade. The only care is not to let the soil dry out too much, because it loves moisture. Another herb that you can't miss is basil. It grows well in pots indoors, as long as it gets at least a few hours of sunlight a day. In addition to being delicious in the kitchen, basil has an incredible smell that leaves the environment feeling fresher. Water whenever the soil is dry to the touch, but avoid wetting the leaves to avoid attracting fungi. If you are looking for a plant that bears fruit all year round, wild strawberries are a good choice. It grows in pots or planters and produces small but sweet and tasty berries. It needs sun and water regularly, but does not require much care. It's perfect for those who want to pick something fresh at home. For those who like hanging plants, peperomia is cute. It has small, colorful leaves, which can be green, red, or even mixed. It grows slowly and doesn't need much water, making it ideal for those who travel or forget to water. Plus, it looks beautiful on shelves or hanging near a window. Another plant that draws attention is Zamioculca. It is resistant, survives in low light and hardly needs water. Its shiny, dark leaves add a modern touch to the decor. It's a great option for offices or rooms with little natural lighting. If you live in a place with a lot of sun, cactus is a practical choice and full of personality. There are several types, from small to large, and they are all easy to care for. They need little water, once a month is enough, and they love direct light. Furthermore, cacti can live for many years, being almost like a long-term companion. For those who want a plant that grows quickly and fills the space with green, ivy is a great option. It can be grown in pots or as a climber, climbing walls, or trellises. Ivy likes semi-shade and needs water regularly, but it doesn't require much care. It is perfect for those who want to create a green corner without complications. If you like plants with flowers that last a long time, kalanchoe is an excellent choice. It blooms several times a year, with small, colorful flowers in shades of pink, red, orange, or yellow. It needs sun and little water, making it ideal for those who don't have time to water every day. Another plant that cannot be missing from the list is the peace lily. It has bright green leaves and white flowers that look like little candles. It grows well indoors, even in low light, and helps purify the air. Water when the soil is dry, but don't let the plant become soggy. For those who want something different, the jade plant is a succulent that can live for decades. It has thick, rounded leaves that store water, so it doesn't need frequent watering. The jade plant likes the sun and can even flower if it is happy. It's a great option for those who want a long-lasting, low-maintenance plant. If you have children or animals at home, kalanchoe, different from kalanchoe, is a safe and easy-to-care plant. It has fleshy leaves and delicate flowers, and is non-toxic to pets. It needs sun and little water, making it ideal for those who want a beautiful, risk-free plant. Finally, the fern is a classic that never goes out of style. It likes humid and shady environments, which is why it is perfect for bathrooms or covered balconies. Water whenever the soil is dry to the touch, and spray the leaves with water from time to keep them looking nice. Ferns are great for adding a touch of nature to spaces. These are just a few of the many plants that grow year-round and are easy to care for. The important thing is to choose the ones that match your space and routine. Start with one or two, watch how they adapt and add more as you gain confidence. The cool thing about growing plants is that each one has its own personality, and over time you will learn to understand what they need. And don't forget, the most important thing is to have fun in the process and enjoy the green company they bring to your everyday life.